Hello Capricorn, welcome back to Intuitive Garden Tarot. If you're new here, my name is Nicole and I will be doing a general reading for my Capricorn viewers looking at the energy for July 2025. Remember, this is a general reading and you may book a personal one-on-one reading with me at intuitivegardentarot.org. I'd love to read cards with you individually. It's always really fun and special to do a one-on-one reading. All right, Capricorn, let's see what we have for you. We are starting off with the Three of Swords, Eight of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Nine of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and Strength. Well, I like seeing the Strength card here at the end because just off the bat, I'm getting an interesting vibe of stuff going on for you, Capricorn. Let's break it down by looking at the recent past. We have the Two of Pentacles. This is a delicate balancing act going on right here. So you might have been juggling two realities, two relationships, two projects. You might be moving back and forth between realms and dimensions if you're sensitive to that and aware of that. But again, I'm hearing the words a delicate balancing act. And I want to point out that her toe is standing in the infinity loop here on the bottom of the card. And what that's meaning to me is just knowing that there are more than two possibilities and staying connected to, and open to the flow of other perceptions, other ways of doing things, other experiences. And you're showing up as a Three of Swords. Not the most fun card. You might be currently healing from some heart wounds, some painful conversations that have taken place. And it's odd. I'm hearing and seeing this heart in three dimensions. It's not just two dimensions on the card. So it might be, again, related to with the Three Swords and 3D reality and the three dimensions that I'm seeing of this image. That might resonate in some specific way for some of you, because this did come off as maybe going between 3D and 5D or two different realities. What I'm getting is that your heart is very much alive. It feels very full and round in spite of these three swords piercing it. It seems that whatever thoughts or words which are represented by the swords are causing some pain, there's so much strength and vibrancy to this heart tissue that I see that I feel like whatever is going on is just not really going to get to you for too long or too deeply, if that makes sense. And then with the Eight of Cups energy, he's really looking for something greater. He's being guided, in spite of all these 8 cards of fulfillment, to take a journey onward and upward for that 9th cup, that 10th cup. And something about the moon, perhaps the full moon coming up in Capricorn, that might be very important for you, because I'm really seeing him kind of communicating with the moon energy, with the lunar energy, and that's lighting his way. It's showing, what he didn't see in the shadows. So there might be some things coming to light in your consciousness that have been painful realizations, if you will. But just the whole aura of this and the imagery on the cards, again, I'm getting that deep down and not even so deep down, you're okay. And that's beautiful. I was a little alarmed when I first saw this card's layout. Okay, so Eight of Swords at the heart of your reading, Capricorn. She is contained. This gold band around the image on the card is so unique to this deck, and I always pick which deck wants to give the message for each reading. So this is about feeling stuck, limited, limiting beliefs. They might be your own, they might be somebody else's, probably both, right? We're all working on freeing ourselves from our limitations. But this is feeling stuck and kind of trapped in a compressed way, not opening up. The opposite to me in this deck is the World card, and if I can easily find it, I'll show you, because this is the opposite of the expansion of the World card. Let me see if I can find it really quickly, because that's how it is coming through. And there must be a reason. Yes. Look at how she's breaking out of this gold container. She's breaking free. And a whole new world is opening up. She's opening up. She's expanding. So I'm seeing this as perhaps viewing your perceptions again of limitations, where you feel you can't be small, you don't want to be small. And the important thing to remember about the Eight of Swords is she is very loosely tied. Look at that loose rope around her. She could basically just move her elbow and be free. And she does have a blindfold on, which can mean not seeing all the possibilities, not seeing that you're free. It can also mean being in a bit of denial, or not feeling ready yet to see the bigger picture. And again, in this deck, she's kneeling down. In other decks, the figure is standing on their feet. So I just feel this smallness in that container. And with this Nine of Wands at the outcome of the reading for this month for you, Capricorn, this is the battle-weary soldier. He's walled himself off with those wands behind him, and he still is holding on one wand, expecting that the fight isn't over, that it's not time yet to relax and put those wands down. So there's something still going on here that's active for you. And with the bandage around his head, to me, it just, and the swords in this card, they're just, it just might be a lot of head energy, and you might even be feeling headaches or dizziness or just mental burnout is how I'm feeling this. And this is not, this is coming off more like the Nine of Swords for those of you who know tarot than the Nine of Wands. I'm feeling that there is a burnout of energy, but there's a mental factor in it that's prominent. And I feel like this is suggesting that either you're in a state of just kind of pause, or it might be advising to just take pause. Don't rush to your next step or your next action. Rest, retreat, and let's see what the other two cards have to say here. Because it'll explain more about this Nine of Wands energy. So with the Page of Pentacles, this page is pretty impressed at what's beginning to manifest. And Pentacles being your physical world, your finances, your tangible reality. There's almost a reverence and slight sadness, honestly, that I'm feeling from this card today. So a new seed's being planted, but it's going to require change and, stepping out of this container. And it's impressive and valuable of an experience, but I feel like it comes with some reflection of loss. It's under this Three of Swords. So I'm hearing Lee Harris talk about, when a situation comes to an end, it's an opening for something new, and that's what this might be suggesting here for you. And with the Strength card as the final clarifier and advice, this is Leo energy. You might be dealing with a Leo in particular. And I'm almost seeing that same facial expression on this woman as the Page of Pentacles. It's a beautiful scene, but there's some melancholy and there's some sadness here that's coming through. So your strength, of course, is in transmuting and not letting your emotions run your show. And that doesn't mean to deny emotions or repress them. It's making peace with your strength, your anger, and the lion also represents courage. And even the lion has some sadness, frankly, so if you are dealing with a Leo, it might be acknowledging that as well. Feels like a mixed bag of facing some wounds and finding some strength and being inspired. And I really feel this character is comfortable and trusting the guidance. Let me get that moon. See the moon at the top of the card? It's a big full moon, and there's this winding path up this mountain. And this would be where the hermit is. So kind of going on that hermit's journey of ascension and tuning into your higher self. I feel like there's a peace and, again, some kind of divine inspiration. So there's some sadness I'm feeling here, some change, some drain in energy, some mental drain, some physical drain, as well as some inspiration about what's to come. Okay, Capricorn, let's clarify with the Elemental Empath. That's the deck that wants to finish up this reading for you. It's been showing up a lot lately for the other signs. If this reading is resonating with you, please remember to click on the thumbs up, the notification bell, so that you're notified when I put a new video out. It really helps my channel grow and get more exposure to more people, more viewers. And I appreciate if you've already subscribed. If you haven't, please consider doing so. Just click the subscribe button. It is free. And again, it helps the algorithm. It helps my channel grow so I can keep doing these messages for you. Okay, we have Star Divine, Mindset, and Creatrix. So I'm going to show you each card so you can tune into the energy with your own intuition. Star Divine, she is very powerful, connected to her higher self, her authentic self, and I'm feeling that as, who you came to be in this lifetime. And this is female imagery in this deck, but that applies to males as well. So this isn't just speaking to women. Mindset. Look at how she's pierced the clouds. It's like she's broken through that mental ceiling, if you will, and expanded beyond previous limitations. So that really feels like this is you getting out of this perception of feeling trapped and bogged down. Creatrix. She is very much representing the creation life energy and life force energy, and this is in the element water. She seems very comfortable and in the flow of her emotions. So let's look at the tiny messages on the bottom of each card. So under Star Divine, we have Inner Divine, Deities, Guidance, Clarity, and Protection. So again, that inner divine, like I said, this is like she's really stepping into her authentic higher self, her cosmic self that came into this life to fully express. And protection and deities are coming through to me as a message to remind you to be mindful of your energy field, to keep it clean and clear in whatever ways you might do that with sage, Palo Santo, asking your deities for help, angels, guides, whomever you connect to, that connects you to the upper realms. I feel like there's one more message. It's kind of specific because I'm feeling like particularly around the full moon, Capricorn, to be mindful of protecting your energy field, your home space. It might be suggesting that you might be particularly open at that time, especially a lot of you are empathic. So you might want to just be mindful of not picking up a whole lot of energy. And that's not just in your personal world. We're connected to the global energy as well. And I feel like, again, this is a message for you to be particularly mindful around the full moon, which I believe is July 11th. Might be the 10th. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. Okay, under mindset, it says create reality, work with subconscious, befriend mind. So again, you might be vacillating or oscillating between two different realities. You might be interacting with different people in different realities, and we all create our own reality. And by saying work with subconscious, or the message to work with subconscious, to me that means just embracing that our subconscious thoughts and emotions that are beneath the surface, hidden, like the moon card, in the deep waters, that creates our experiences. And when we befriend our mind and tap more into what's really going on, like, observing ourselves, like, that's interesting that I reacted to this that way. I wonder where that was coming from. That's befriending your mind. It's being curious instead of judging, or, oh, why did I have that thought? That was wrong, or that was negative, or that was just my ego, etc. Just having a friendship with your mind will allow you to create more freely and manifest more consciously, okay? And underneath Creatrix, it says, express emotions, birth your creations, and womb energy. So, of course, express your emotions. We definitely don't want to keep them bottled up. And that might be some of what's going on here, because I feel like that heart is vibrant and strong, and these swords might represent things that haven't been said yet, things that haven't been expressed or acknowledged yet. and birthing your creations. Womb energy. Okay, that's syncing right up with this. This is something beginning to manifest in the physical world. And again, whether you're male or female, you can understand this concept of womb energy can't be stopped. So many women will express when they're in their first pregnancy, especially, the fear of the unknown, of giving birth and it being very difficult or painful or challenging or maybe more than they can handle. And there are some women that feel like, I just wish I could just stay pregnant forever to skip over that part. But that's not how life works. That's not how energy works. That's not how creation works. It has to come out. And that's just kind of the law of nature, if you will, here on Earth. So whatever might be trapped here and some limiting beliefs needs to come out. It can't stay in this womb of this container forever, or it will be the death of everyone involved, right? And this too is suggesting that sometimes fighting the energy is more draining than allowing it to flow and allowing it to be what it's going to be. Well, Capricorn, remember this is a general reading. You may book a personal reading with me at my website, intuitivegardentarot.org. But it looks like you have your work cut out for you this month, Capricorn. I am rooting for you. There is a lot of opportunity to find the courage to step into your, most beautiful, amazing self. But it looks like it's a bit of a process. And, be gentle with yourself, one step at a time. And I look forward to seeing your next reading and where this energy goes. All right, until then, Capricorn, take care. Bye-bye.